Hello everyone and welcome back to another Tensura Reincarnated showcase. Today, we'll be taking a look at one of our newest aerial races, the Harpy. We are here at the Harpy race selection screen, and as you can see, the Harpy is rated as an easy difficulty race. They have an okay amount of aura and a pretty okay amount of magicules, that being 3 to 600 and 1500 to 2500 respectively. They also start with the intrinsic skill magic jamming, and what's interesting with magic jamming is that it's a very strong toggleable skill. The description is pretty cool. The race of winged magi with capability to cancel out flight spells and are often referred to as the rulers of the skies. This is going to be amended, the little grammatical error. Now we're gonna take this race, and now one of the things I also wanted to mention was the GUI. Now if you look at my screen, which you probably are, you will notice that this doesn't look like the typical Tensura GUI, does it, Min? That's because all parts of the Tensura GUI are now customizable, and you can increase, decrease size, you can move them wherever you want. So that's really useful, and it's going to allow you to customize your GUI any way you want. Personally, I think that that's pretty nice. The Harpy race is one of the two newest races we are adding to 1.21, and I gotta say, I think I prefer Giant over it a bit, but it's still one of my top races, because like Giant, let's be honest, Giant is really cool. Also, I'm in a Frey skin, look at me. I mean, everyone say hi Min in the comments, or like Tensura gets delayed a year. Anyways, now let's look at some of those. Well, let's look at that skill. The skill I got is magic jamming, and now this is going to interfere with skills, magic, flight, and transformation with mastery. Currently, it will output a 20 radius effect, which is gonna block flight and magic, and later on with mastery it will also disable transformation skills like mimic, so that's quite a fun little thing. But it will also disable stuff like dragon mode and beast mode if you strike a transformed enemy, so it's a really good way to beat your enemies into submission. Now, one bad thing is that since I have a very low amount of magicules, I immediately turn off the skill, which is unfortunate, but we'll get to that. The Harpy's intrinsic skill is flight, but it's a bit different from the Dragon Newt flight in the fact that it like propels you up. And as you can see on your player screen, you have like very short cooldown, and you can just keep floating up, and it works like a, well, like an elytra basically, but it's really cool because it's so good for movement. Honestly, I would rank it above the Dragon Newt flight, simply because of the fact that you can keep flying up forever, and it basically uses 0 magicules. So now the Harpy does have, I believe it was 3 evolutions, and the first one is the Harpy Queen. Now, the Harpy Queen is basically what Frey is at the beginning of the show. And it's just a slightly stronger variant. You need to reach 200,000 existence points. Honestly, not that hard, given the fact that some other races do need like materials to evolve, which I find to be nice. I would say that we just go and evolve. I think it's worthy to note that since Harpies have 30 HP at the beginning, they are already quite a bit stronger than some races, which I find to be nice because it gives you a very easy early game. Now, with 200,000 magicules, you become a Demon Lord Seed, as well as you gain the ability to become the Harpy Queen. You'll see that after I evolved, my EP went up to 300,000, and my HP is now at 140. And the racial flight ability is boosted. Like, did you see that? I flew up a lot higher than before. I think that was like 10 blocks maybe? No, it was more like 20 blocks. 15 to 20. But still, 15 to 20 is a lot of blocks to fly up. Especially since you can use this constantly. Actually, I'm lagging. Whoops. Hey, by the way, Min, how does this ability work against the character this? Can they still fly? Now, when you become a Harpy queen, you might be thinking to yourself, now this is cool, but what if I got stronger? And to that, I answer your question with the race Spirit Bird. Now, Spirit Bird requires you to get 800,000 existence points. Fortunately, it doesn't require you to do like anything else. I think that the like solely existence points race evolutions are the nicest. Quite fittingly, I am using Echo Reflect. In and out. Also, check out that SFX. That is really cool. Alright guys, come on, hit me. That just sounds sick. I'm gonna be taking some more damage. Come on. You're dead now. Now, right. So you need to get to 800,000 EP. So how does one do that, Min? How would we get to 800,000 MP? Min is typing. Exactly. We play legit and we do not cheat. Alright. Oh my god. I think a bug happened. My base amount of max MP was just set to 800,000. How did that happen? Whoa! What a cool bug. Now, as you can see, I'm on 800,000 EP. All of a sudden, I don't know how that happened. But now, I get the option to evolve. Once again, becoming a stronger version of myself. And now I am at 600 HP. Now that's already respectable. Yo, Mac, hit me a few times. Well, I'm just... Fuck, I can't spawn an Orc Lord in someone's base. Alright, come on. That's right. Well, I think that this is a really cool way. Yeah. No, it's because I'm countering you. Alright, Reflector is once again one of my favorite skills, because like that is really OP. As a Spirit Bird, you have 600 HP and 4.6 thousand SHP, which is kind of really good. Now keep in mind the fact that races have been reworked, well, nerfed. But yeah, so then you're thinking, you get the thought, right? Vilburnius, what if I was even stronger? What if I was a divine chicken? Well, to that, I answer with a yes, you can. Because by only sending 25 euros to me, you can become a divine bird. That is a joke. Please don't. Well, you can send me money, but no. Yeah, you can become a divine bird by reaching 2 million EP. I mean, it's a very basic requirement for a divine race, and once you evolve into it, you just get a slight HP buff. But I'm assuming that your Harpy race is buffed even more. This is like a really cool base, by the way. That's the Harpy race. A really cool race, in my opinion. Fast, lots of free movement. Obviously very useful against Charybdis, because fuck that guy. I'm currently flying. And simply their flight gives them so much aerial supremacy that it's just very nice to have. If you enjoyed this little showcase, feel free to leave a comment or a like in the video, and we will see you with our next video, which is either going to be a tournament event or a 100 days Minecraft video. So I would like to thank you all for watching, and once again say good job Min, or mod gets delayed by 10 years. Have a good one, and I will see you later. Goodbye. I got murdered. I can shoot his projectiles back at him. I can still reflect the damage. It's just that he doesn't do any damage to me. We're not gonna be. So what we're doing is we're testing out Reflector, right? And the thing is, both of us have infinite regen, a lot of MP, so I'm gonna shoot it through this target dummy to check for damage, and then since it's like reflected, it's gonna go damage min, and he's gonna shoot it back at me. That's 72,000 damage, 363,000, a 181k, 4 million, 50 million? Nah, 483, yeah, I think that's 5 million. Just average 5 million damage. This is so OP. It's 5 million damage. Mac, take this. Oh my god, 5 million damage. That is insane. Reflector is once again the most overpowered fucking ability in the game. And I love that so much. Wait, check it out, check it out. You're gonna be teleported right above me, but like 300 blocks or 200 blocks. No, never mind. I'm gonna be teleported 300 blocks. You missed. Personal favorite, golden metal slime called Min.